Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots and my name is Kerr, and on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. Today I'm going to go ahead and give this little palette a try. It's from ColourPop and it's called Tender Loving Cancer. This was part of their little Zodiac line they had going with the quads and the lucite packaging, and that's what it looks like. Let's lift that lid a little bit so you can see. There you go. This is a relatively lilac-centric palette, so it should be pretty easy to use. To begin with, let's prime the eyes. We're going to go in with this Essence Prime Like a Boss eyeshadow primer. It is currently my absolute favorite eyeshadow primer. This little tube really does punch above its waist, you guys. It's extraordinary. I mean, it's like less than $3 and it totally holds your eyeshadow on for the day and prevents creasing, and it's just amazing. When you do put it on though for the first time, don't freak out. It is kind of oily, but it will dry down to a nice tacky base to hold on to that product and make sure that it's not shifting around during the day. So I do recommend that you purchase this at Ulta when they have a sale. They have sales on Essence pretty frequently, so I would just wait until you can do the buy more and save and get yourself 3 tubes. All right, so for the face, for the last couple of tries, I've been using this e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams. And I only bought this because I follow Nana on YouTube and she swears by it. She loves this stuff. She has like backups on backups. And I think I can see why. This to me feels just like the Fenty Pro Filter primer, this one, but it's solid. So if you have used this primer and you like it, chances are you're going to use this one and enjoy it as well. It's pretty thick, but it's very easy to apply, and you really don't need much. That's probably too much that I just put on my finger, but that's okay. We'll make it work. If you hear some noise in the background, that's my son. So we're just going to rub that in. Oops. And as usual, my face is already clean and moisturized and treated and all that fun stuff. So always working with a clean palette, you guys. Okay, so let's begin with a flat brush. Have one of these little dealy bobs here. And normally when I do my eyeshadow, I do it from lightest to darkest, so in a gradient. So in terms of this palette, it's got 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. So I'm probably going to do the matte all over the lid, this one. It's called Hard to Crack, and then I'll take this to the outer corner called Take Care. And then between these two, they'll go on the lid. So this one is In My Feels, and this one is So Devastated. Or no, So Devoted. Good grief. Let's start with that lighter color. I'm not seeing a lot of kick up in the pan. This is what it's looking like. And we're just going to spread that all over the lid. It's a little bit patchy, but that's okay. We're just going to pack the color on. Real nice patting motion. We're not going to do any kind of blending. We're just packing on the color. Want to get as much payoff as we can. There we go. See that? Then we're going to do the other eye, same thing. Again, I'm not really seeing any kick up in the pan. That's pretty good. ColourPop has really perfected its formula over the years, and I feel like for their pressed shadows, they have finally reached nirvana. I think they know what they're doing. This formula is really, really nice. When they first came out, you could tell they were just trying to figure out like what would work best. So between the palettes that they originally created, there was a lot of inconsistency. But now I feel like they really have it down to a science, and I'm not really seeing any fallout under the eyes either. So perfection. Let's go in with that outer corner, same brush. I'm gonna go like this, and we're just gonna go at an angle. That's a really deep purple. It's an aubergine. And we're just patting that onto the lid. And do the same thing for the other side. A little bit more. So there's definitely fallout with this color, for sure. I can see it all over the place. It's not like the other one that I just put on, but that's a lot of payoff. I think you can see that's a pretty deep color. So there we go. Then we're going to take a pause from that little brush and we're going to grab just a fluffy brush. We're going to do a little bit of blending so that we don't have such a harsh line out here. And I'm pulling it outwards rather than going up and down because I'm kind of trying to create that trapezoid shape, you know, so it looks like it's at an angle. We're just blending that out. We're going to do the same thing for this side, just to keep that line from being harsh. Just like that. All right, so now definitely fall out with that color, you guys. So now we are going to go in with a little bit of this NYX glitter liner. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab a different brush this time. Because that aubergine is so deep, I really don't want it to get mixed in because I normally use the same brush. But in this case, we're going to use just a fresh flat brush. We're going to take this NYX glitter liner, or glitter primer, which is my favorite. I'm going to put it on this brush here. And you really don't need very much at all. Like, a little bit goes a long ways. You can see that. And we're going to put that down everywhere that we want to sparkle and shine. And this primer is amazing. It works really, really well. It's super tacky. Like, I don't know if you can see, it's already, when I go like this, it's already pulling on my lid. So just be careful when you're laying it down because wherever you lay it down, that's where it's going to stay. So we're really just going into that inner 2/3 where I want all of the other colors to really shine. Okay. And that's already dry and ready to go. This is such a fantastic primer. If you have any kind of shadows that you have a hard time sticking or getting to really be vibrant, that's the primer for you. Whatever it holds on to, it's not going to let it go. So we're going to go in with that same brush that we were using originally. And we're just going to take it and flip it over. And we're going to go into this color right here. This one called In My Feels. It's not showing up on camera very well right now. Hopefully when I pop it on my lid, you'll really be able to see it. I'm not seeing any kick up in the pan at all, but it's definitely glittery. So, and we're just going to pop that in all the places that we just laid down that glitter primer. See that right there? Big difference, huh? Look at that. That's so nice. Same thing on this side. Really getting in there. And what's nice is that was only one pass. So if I hadn't put that primer down, I would probably be fiddling around with this color for a while. But you see that's one pass and all I'm doing is patting it onto the lid and it has all of that impact already. So, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for something that is easy to apply. We're going to apply smarter, not harder. We're going to use the tools that we have. We're going to make it work. There we go. What do you think? It's pretty high impact, right? Let's see about this other shadow. This one over here. This one that's called So Devoted. So same brush, same side. Because this to me looks like a dual chrome. Let's slap that right there in the middle. Really get some impact going. Some dimension. Ooh, wow. Look at that. It's like a periwinkle, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Very nice. Okay. That's a pretty dramatic look. Sometimes it's fun to have a dramatic look. I love these little lucite quads from ColourPop. I have a ton of these, and I think that they, for the most part, perform really, really well. I've had very little issues with those quads at all. Today I'm actually going to throw on some liner first. This one is from Urban Decay and it's called Love Drug. It's one of my favorite purple liners. And then we're going to do some cleaning up. It's supposed to be in the 80s and 90s here. So I'm really hesitant to put too many things on my face. I might just go barefaced today and just let the eyes speak for themselves. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be out there melting off. Don't want to melt off the work that I put in. Trying to be careful not to poke my eye out. Typically, I do not line my lower lash line. I just line the upper lash line. Because I feel like when I line my lower lash line, it really ages me. And I don't need help aging. I'm already aging. I'm 44. We don't need to rush this process any more than it's already going. So let's see. Let's clean up a little bit. Although I'm not sure. I don't really see any fallout. Let's see. Very, very little. Can you see that? It's minuscule. We don't even need any makeup remover. Like there's nothing down there. So this is great. This is fantastic. Let's go ahead and grab our concealer. This is the one from Lancome. It's a Tay Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. So you can use this as a concealer or as a foundation. This is in the shade 470, which is my spring winter color, but I think I'm going to have to start transitioning soon to my summer color if we keep having this lovely weather here in Seattle. So I'm popping some of that down there like that and let that sit there for a quick minute. I need a brush. Actually, you know, I'm going to use the sponge. We'll use a sponge today. So I just have a little sponge here. I don't wet my sponges. I use them dry. We're just going to blend that in. Do a little blending. I love this concealer because not only does it have a really beautiful shade range with lots of undertones to choose from, but it plays well with everything. Any foundation that I wear, any tinted moisturizer that I wear, it all blends so beautifully, and I think that is well worth the purchase. I believe it retails for $29, or at least it did when I bought it. Good grief. I don't know if you guys have been looking at makeup prices, but they definitely have been going up. So, you know, keep that in mind. When I bought it, it was $29. I think that's good for under the eye. See how it looks really skin-like? How it blends right in? How you don't need to do too much. I'm not even like, I think I'm going to try covering a little bit of this melasma. Just a little. Every once in a while it gets to me. Like, not much I can do about it though. Just, I wear a lot of sunscreen and just try to take care of my skin. Okay. There we go. What is that? Oh gosh. Mascara, is that from the bag? Probably. Okay, that's it. What do you think? Pretty basic, right? All right, let's finish this off. Like I said, I'm not going to be putting any foundation on today because it's going to be toasty. I'm going to use this Soft Focus finishing powder from Black Radiance. I have mine in the shade Golden Almond Finish. And I'm taking this little sponge that I got from Amazon, and I'm just going to take that and just set that concealer. There, that's good. Let's see. We have a powder here that I absolutely love from Becca. They don't make it anymore. It's the Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder. And I have such a tiny little bit amount left that I'm just kind of like lamenting in every video. This is all I've got left, you guys. I don't know if you can see that. So once it's gone, it's gone. We're going to set the rest of the face with this powder. That's good. And then we're going to go in and grab ourselves a little bit of blush. This blush is from an Afro-Swedish brand. It's called Morena Beauté. And today's color is, let's see, over here, making a mess, y'all. Today's color is going to be Maroon Peach, like that. And this has a little bit of sparkle in it, so we can have a little razzle-dazzle to the cheeks. Just a little. Nothing too crazy, just something fun. It's nice outside. We want to look cute. Want to add that sort of fairy, ethereal look to go with our lilac lids. And I do like to bring my blush right up underneath my eyes. All up and through there. Let's not be shy about it, kids. If we're going to wear blush, let's wear blush, you know? For my mascara, I just opened up one of these small ones. This is the Bad Gal mascara from Benefit. I've bought the big tube before, so I'm pretty sure that I'm going to still like this one, unless they change the formula. I'm a little bit picky about my mascaras. I prefer the Essence. The Lash Princess is my favorite. I don't much care for this applicator, but if I recall, I do like the formula. Oh my gosh, look at that. Lashes for days. If you don't have lashes, this will give you lashes. Okay, just going underneath here. Just pulling it up. I have the feeling this is going to be challenging for my lower lash line. But one of the reasons I like this formula is because I really like a wet formula. There's something about the way that it applies that it just kind of glides on and you can really build it up. And I like that. In this particular formula, I mean, can you see that? It's making my lashes look like they go on for days. And I don't have particularly long lashes either, so love it. And you can just keep depositing lots and lots of product until it gets to what you like. And it gives that slight spidery look, you know? Not a lot, but just slight. Let's go with the lower lashes. Let's not get crazy, because I already know what time it is, you guys. This is the part where I tend to poke my eye out, so I'm just trying to be careful. There we go. Let that dry a little bit. Wow, I didn't make a mess. That's new. Good job for not making a mess, Kerr. Okay, so I was going to go underneath my lid with a little more color, or a little lid, lash line, guys, lash line. I'm going to take a little bit of that sparkly one there and just add a little bit here. Show some love. Just pressing that in so we can get that fun highlighted inner corner. And then we are going to take a little bit of that darker color and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to press that in right here just to bring that top and bottom together. Just like that. All we're doing is we're mirroring what we can see on that upper lid. There we go. See how that brings it in? Not too dramatic. Let's take a little more of that other color. Just take that right here. It's not going to be super noticeable, but it's just enough to catch the eye. Just enough to bring a little more sparkle down there. We good? Are we good? I think we're good. See, this is the part where I begin going overboard. Like, stop. Just stop right there. You don't need to go overboard. Stop it. Leave it alone. It's fine. Just leave it. Is that it? Maybe straighten out my brows a little bit, and then we'll be done. So I'm just taking this brush, the spoolie side of the MAC. What am I thinking here, you guys? Spiked. The MAC spiked brow pencil. My eyebrows are tattooed, so I really don't fill them in very often, but I do like to at least brush them up so I walk around looking a little more neat than crazy. For my lip today, I'm just going to go with a neutral. I know, what a surprise. I'm just going to grab, let's see, how about this Chanel? How about this other Chanel? This one. This one from Chanel is called 924, Fall for Me. And it's a nice, warm, there you go. It's a nice, warm brown on my lips. I love this color. Chanel makes a really nice lipstick, you guys. You should check them out. Their formula is really comfortable to wear too. You can wear it all day long. But this is the look. This is what we're going to work with today. What do you think? Do you like it? Let me know. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.